Well, good afternoon, guys. It's just gone 4 o'clock on Monday, the 3rd of December today. It's the day after the video when you saw me do some trotting. That was Sunday morning. It's the following afternoon now, as I say. I'm down in the stretch. I have access to the private stretch where I've done some Zander fishing previously and did some other bits and pieces of fishing last year. I'm out after the predators again this evening, just going to fish till maybe 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that, just into dark, because I'm still not 100% well. The pneumonia is getting better. I think I'm over the worst of it, but still a little bit croaky, as you can probably hear. And what I didn't realise about pneumonia is it takes weeks and weeks to get fully fit afterwards. I'm absolutely exhausted a lot of the time. Anyway, enough of me whining and whinging about my illness. We're here to catch some predators. What I'm doing, you can probably see behind me, I've got my barbel rods here. I've got them converted over to fish for Zander. Running ledger setups. I've got 2 rods out for Zander. This is a swim where I had that nice Zander before I got ill, and just along there about 20 metres is where James was fishing, and I had that session also with Paul, and he had a couple of Zander as well, so you know there's plenty about in here. It's a lovely big slack on the inside here. The river, as you can probably see, looks really wide here, and it is obviously. The sort of far half of the river is the main river, and on the inside here is almost like a big back eddy that's maybe 50 metres long, something like that, and about half the width of the river. So it's a lovely place, and as we know, there's Zander here. Now, I've also had some pike here in the past, last year. Paul lost one as well, 1 or 2, we're not sure because we didn't see one of them when he was here a few weeks back, a couple of months back now. So I've actually put a pike rod out as well. So I've chucked that on the other side over towards the snag over there, sort of snaggy tree on the opposite bank over there, as you can see, sort of over there. And the Zander rods, I've got one about halfway across the river, and the other one I've got much closer in, maybe only a rod length out, because I've done pretty well with fishing very close in here. It's pretty deep, I'd say 8 or 10 foot deep here on the inside. I haven't plumbed it, but just feeling the lead down. Got the alarms on. It's a bit of a waiting game, isn't it? It's dead baiting. And as you can see, I've got my drop, my fox swinger, excuse me, on there, with very little weight on the line at all, just enough. That's the pike rod actually, but I've got the alarm set very sensitively, so as I was just about to say, I've got the bait runners on, but I've got the alarm set very sensitively, so that as soon as I get the slightest movement or nibble I can get over there and pay some line off, so we haven't got too much resistance. And I'm just going to see what happens really. Never fail to have bites here, but I fail to catch fish, but Zander are a bit like that, aren't they? They can be a bit finicky. So I can chop and change with baits. I've got various freshwater baits. Got perch, skimmer, bream. I've got roach, some rudd, all sort of 2-3 inches long, not very big, only sort of this sort of size. But if I'm getting trouble with the Zander being a bit finicky, I always chop them in half. And the pike rod, I've got a bluey on there because got a few of those in the freezer, and they seem to be a good bait. Had one of the pike I had last year on it here, and I don't do a great deal of piking, so having a pike on a bait is a good thing. So anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting, and fingers crossed one of these rods will be away shortly.
Well guys, we've got to run. A drop to run. Well guys, we've got to run. Dropped it again. Well guys, we've got to run. Yep, got something. This is Zander. That's great, it's a nice one too. Brilliant. Well guys, after a couple of finicky dropped Zander bites, we finally had a decent one, and it's a decent fish too. Oh, I was giving myself till 6 o'clock, and about 5:45 the rod ripped off. It's just gone 6 o'clock now, so that's fantastic. How's about that? What a beautiful fish. Probably about £5 I'd say, good 5. Wow, what a fish. Beautiful, and absolutely immaculate condition as well. Cracking condition. That's brilliant. I've had him resting up in the net for about 10 minutes, so he's fighting fit while I've just been packing away, because as I'm off home now. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling. I've had a great evening. A couple of hours fishing down here. Tight lines, and I'll see you again very soon.